Hey there, Johnny Daniel, independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up. It is Wednesday evening, 7 o'clock. How are you? I'm good. So, thanks for asking. So, for tonight, we have something a tiny bit different. I'm changing a couple things for the new year, and yes, I know I'm a week ahead, but hey, better early than late, right? So as I flip you around, we're going to talk about what is going on. So hold on a sec, I'm going to flip you around. All right, so let's see if I got this aimed right. All right, so couple things. Tonight, let me get everything set up. Tonight, we are dabbling in Eden's Garden, and we're going to be doing a New Year's popper or cracker, and also a card. Just want to let you know, the Iris, hi honey, how are you? Tell Gina to get on too, because the raffle's not going to be good for both of you on the same account. She needs to be on by herself, okay? And I'll explain in a minute. All right, so, hey Serene, hey Lise, how are you guys? So for tonight, couple new things, right? Yes, couple new things. So, first off, if you need your mini catalog and your celebration brochure, let me know, because I will be up in Yucca tomorrow, Thursday afternoon, and I'm around. So if you want to pick up, if you want to coordinate with me, let me know. We are now doing club order, and that doesn't mean 6 of you do a minimum order. That is no longer, because there weren't enough people that wanted to. So club order is very similar to what was deal of the month. If you do a $50 order from the 1st to the 15th, and I started it early, so it's from now until January 15th, and then the 16th to the end of the month. So basically think of the month in halves. If you do a $50 in product order, and I'm sorry, this is not for my team, but if you do a $50 in product order, guess what? You will get the pick of 3 bonus items, one of 3 bonus items for free, and so anyways, so there you go. Okay, so think in 50s when you're doing this, especially starting January 4th, because celebration begins, and you get an additional free stamp, paper, that kind of thing out of the brochure for every $50 or $100 pick. Okay? All right, so here's the deal. I am raffling off. I went back to raffles. Yes. I'm raffling off Corner Bouquet. It is a brand new set. Brand new. See? Brand new. It's a brand new set. So, here's what you have to do. You don't have to dance like a monkey, I promise. But what you have to do is, for your answer for question of the day, which is already in the caption, by the way, you have to do hashtag question of the day and then your response. So the question for today is, did everybody look in the caption? What is your favorite stamp set in the mini catalog? Not the celebration brochure, in the new, starting in January, mini catalog. Okay? Give me an answer. It doesn't have to be perfect. So, for instance, there's daffodils in the celebration. If you like the daffodil stamp set, you could say daffodil stamp set. I don't need the proper perfect, but I do need an answer. Okay? So there you go. That, I'm going to be raffling off from that question of the day. At the end, you do need to be present to win. You do need to comment before I end it. Okay? So there you go. It can be a team member. It could be another demonstrator. It could be anybody that shows up on a Wednesday. So Gina, get on, girl. So favorite stamp set. Okay? So this is my lucky pen. Yes, really. It's foofy, it's fuzzy, and it's colorful. I love it. Joel got it for me for Christmas. But that foofy pen is going to write on the back of a ticket your name when you do question of the day and your reply. And that is going to go into this lovely, lovely basket. Hi, Cheryl. How are you? So this lovely basket gets you into the raffle. All right, so recap, Cheryl. I am raffling off a Corner Bouquet stamp set, which was from Celebration last year or year before. It's brand new. You need to put hashtag question of the day. And the question of the day is, what is your favorite stamp set for the new mini, not Celebration brochure, mini catalog starting in January? If you do that, I will put a ticket into this lovely basket, and we will hopefully draw your name to get you said stamp set. So, are we ready? I knew Lise was going to do the cactus one. I knew that for a fact. So before I begin, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to get a ticket out. And we're going to write Lisa Hall. So there's two ways to get tickets in the basket. Okay? The one way is to answer question of the day. The other way is to share the video with a friend that normally doesn't come. And, hey Serene, and when you do that, your friend needs to say brought by or shared by so-and-so, and you and that friend will get a ticket. Okay? So that's how that goes. But they have to do it, not you. And I'll say that next time too. So it's okay. So, are we ready? Are we set? Okay. So we're going to make this really cute popper tonight. First, we're going to make this card, and we're going to do a little bit of changes with it, but there you go. Okay? So that's what we're doing tonight. I hope you enjoy. And you probably won't ever guess what this arch is made out of. Anybody have any guesses? No, it won't get you a ticket for the raffle, but hey, you know, I just thought maybe I'd ask. All right, so I'm gonna get my pile going because I haven't pre-cut much because I want you guys to know how it's done, right? So there you go. So I am tossing to make a little bit of room. And all right, I think I might be okay now. I have a lot on the table. We'll just say, sweet conversation. Hi Gina, how are you? Remember to do the conversation or the question of the day. So let's see. Serene. All right. Ticket. Nope. Iris, question of the day. Yes, I'm going to be particular. I'm giving away a stamp set. Hashtag question of the day. Why is that? So I can find them easy. The comments. So, there you go. Okay. That is the only part that I'm particular about. Not the other. All right, so for the card. Hi, Gina. I'm glad you came on. Answer the question of the day to be part of the raffle if you'd like. All right, so, and how the raffle works. If you're in the Morongo Basin, I will coordinate pickup or / delivery, depending on where I am with you. If you're outside the basin, it will be mailed no later than the following Monday. So, the card. Yes. The card is for the card base is thick, basic white cardstock, cut at 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2. I have all those pre-cut. That's why I can say that already. All right. So now I have the lovely Eden's Garden 12 by 12 Specialty Designer Series paper. Say that 3 times fast, huh? So for this one, I'm going to cut the mat at 4 by 5 1/4. Now, did you see yesterday, I believe it was, on the blog? It pops up quickly. Serene, what pops up quickly? I lost it. I'm sorry, honey. Explain. All right, so let's see here. Piles and piles and piles. Okay, let's finish cutting first. I got too many things right around me. All right, so this is the gold foil. This is gonna get cut at 3 3/4 by 5. Oh, as I was saying though, the blog, stampingwithjohnny.com, I had a post yesterday. Instead of a technique, I did a post about mat sizes and card bases. Oh, it pops up quickly. Yeah, it does, but we got to do it, so that's okay. So Iris, redo it. Do your hashtag. So on the blog, I had a nice little chart on what card bases were what size. So like if somebody says A2, A4, all those. Hey, Holly, how are you? So I had that, and then I also had, if your card base is this size, here's the different layers in those sizes. So it was kind of cool. At least I thought so. So we'll see, right? So for this one, I'm gonna grab my card base. If you're coming in late with me, I'm doing something new. Besides a club order thing, I am now doing, where's my stamp and seal? Right in front of me. I moved it. I am also doing a question of the day, and I'm raffling off a brand new stamp set. Thank you, Iris. Appreciate it. I know, we just got to get used to it. It's new. So the question of the day, you have to answer it hashtag question of the day, and then your answer. So the question of the day is, what is your favorite new stamp set from the new mini catalog that starts in January? If you give me an answer, I will put in a ticket for you, just like I'm going to do right now for Miss Iris. So, and obviously because I said favorite, it's 1 per person. And if you bring a friend and that friend says, hey, I'm here because Holly invited me, then you both get a ticket. So that's what I'm going to be doing from now on. Alrighty, so we've got our mat and our card base. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I am going to be doing some cutting and some coloring and some mess, which is awesome, right? So I'm grabbing my Evening Evergreen, and I'm grabbing my blending brush, and guess what I'm doing? You're gonna go, oh my gosh, you've lost it. I'm just going right through the middle here. Okay? If you don't want the big old splotchy circles, start from off and go across, but I actually want them this time. I know, I've lost it, but it's okay. I just wanted a different look. So there you go. The other one was a little bit more blended, and I wanted something that was going to be a little more splotchy. So I think I got it, right? Gina, congratulations! you didn't win the stamp set, but you answered the question, and that's huge. So, all right, so my foofy pen. Joel knows me way too well. So there's Miss Gina. Okay. All right, so I made my mess. We're going to put that aside. Now I'm going to play with this. And for that, I need my machine. Okay. So while I am cutting, I do have a question for you guys. I have two brand new embossing folders. The one on the right is the gingham. The one on the left is the honeycomb, honeybee. Let's call it honeycomb. I can't remember right off the top of my head. Shoot. So, gingham or honeycomb. All right, and then to recap, Miss Judy, question of the day, what? Yes, so I'm raffling off a stamp set. Why? Because I want engagement up and I want you guys to have fun. So I'm raffling off Corner Bouquet, which is a celebration stamp set from a year or two ago. It is brand new. So, honeycomb, thank you. Gingham or honeycomb while I'm explaining. So Jude, what I need you to do is I need you to tell me what is your favorite stamp set in the new mini catalog, not celebration. Okay? So what you're going to do when you respond is do hashtag question of the day with your favorite stamp set, and then you're going to get a ticket to be drawn at the end, which you have to be present to win. How do I know you're going to be present? Because you're going to say, wow, thanks. Okay? I needed a sip. Okay. Honeycomb, honeycomb, honeycomb. Okay, done. Honeycomb it is. All right, so if you didn't realize, and you may not have, the cut, where did my sample card go? Whoa. The cut on this is actually done with the new rainbow dies. So we're going to pull it out and we're going to use it, right? Because we have to. It'll be fun. So we're going to cut first and then emboss second. Cheryl, did I miss you? Did I miss you answering the question? Oh, I didn't mean to miss you. Yes I did. I'm sorry. Thank you for telling me. I appreciate that. Somebody probably asked a question and it went whoop, like that, quick. Which is why I have you guys do the question of the day so I can scroll through at the end and make sure I didn't miss anybody. But I'm pretty sure you guys are going to tell me anyways, right? Cheryl M. Okay. Why do I do that? Because I have 4 Cheryls. I'm sorry I missed you. I didn't mean to. So, alrighty. So for the swirls, we are grabbing the rainbow die, and I'm not using it for a rainbow. Gee, are you surprised? I'm not. So what I'm doing instead, are you ready? Yeah? No, what I'm doing instead is I'm cutting it in half. I didn't mean to miss you, Miss Cheryl. Sorry, honey. So I gotta cut this thing in half. Or close enough at least, huh? And we're going to put some curves to this. Now, what I was saying beforehand, before I forgot what I was saying, was that the honeycomb, which evidently is the one we're doing, I'm just lining this up so I have my swirl. So the honeycomb one, you're going to want to do after you cut. You always want to emboss last. Why is that? Because you don't want to flatten what you just did unless you want it flatter. And there might be a specific case where you want it a little flatter, but generally speaking, when you're putting that in, you want to keep it, right? So, and then here's all the different pieces from the rainbow, if anybody asks you. So there you go. Okay, and then this guy, we're gonna do this way. See, I don't use my tools how I'm supposed to, right? That way we get different things. So just remember to look at your shapes when you're doing things, right? Just like if you came to the open house, the daffodil stems became your temple bars. What are they called for your sunglasses that go from the side to your ear? Temple? I'm trying to remember. Anyways, there's my two. Okay, I'm gonna put my rainbow back because I'm done with that. All right, and then I'm gonna grab the honeycomb, which means if I go by my guide, this is a 3D, so not a thin die, right? I love this. Use with standard embossing folders, not a standard one. Use with 3D. Yes, that's us. So 1 and 4. 1, 2, and 3. No. Where's number 4? There's number 4, the gray guy. Okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my two pieces that we just cut with the embossing folders. First off, you want to have the hinge go in first. Why is that? Because this way, if you have it go in, and the pressure point hits just off center, it's gonna make it go sideways a tiny bit and it'll weaken that hinge. If you got it going in first, it's not gonna do as much play. Stampin' Up! Logo goes up. That's how you know it's the right size or the right way up, okay? So I'm gonna stick this in here, close it up, turn it around, make my plates as even as possible. I know, I love that it has directions too, because honestly the one before didn't have numbers on it and many of us have done Sharpie, and then what happened was when we did Sharpie, it got rubbed off because we use it, right? And, okay, ready? Da 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 da! Isn't that gorgeous? Yes, we've had honeybee stuff in the past. I like the back too, but we're only going to use the front. But this one, it just seems more 3D. I don't know. So, okie doke. So now we're going to assemble. And you're like, but hey, John, we don't have words yet. I know. So here's my question to you. I did Happy New Year. Now that's right around the corner if you didn't know, but should we do Happy New Year again or should we do Happy Birthday instead? That is my question to you. Let me know in the comments which one we should do. We'll see if this sticks. Sometimes the foil tends to turn up a little bit and it makes life a little fun. So, should be okay. If it starts to turn up, we'll just put a couple glue dots and it'll be fine. And it's something with the foil papers because every single one of them I've ever used. Same thing. So, there you go. So we're going to put this as close to the edge as possible. Knock that down a little bit. Okay. So there's our card so far. Happy birthday, Happy New Year. Okay, I need a tiebreaker. Birthday or New Year's? Regardless, they start out with happy, so I'm okay. Don't forget about the question of the day if you haven't done it already. Okay, so let's see what. Birthday, New Year, birthday, New Year, birthday, New Year. Which one? Regardless, I have to find New Year's. Okay. Regardless, I have to find happy. There's New Year's. Mother's Day, Thanksgiving. If you have a hard time figuring out what these words say, cut them all out and leave them on a, leave them on a piece of cardstock so you know what they say. And then all you have to do is lay it on top and go, oh, it's that one. Christmas? No, we're done with Christmas, right? Halloween? Happy. Okay, last one, right? Of course. So before I do this, where's my scrap? All right. I'm like, hold on, where did my scrap go? Okay, so I'm gonna grab here and I'm cutting across, hopefully halfway straight, but whatever. Okay, and I gotta find my adhesive sheets. These come in 6 by 12. Happy birthday. Okay, hold on, you guys. I lost count. I lost count of how many. All right, so we got New Year's, we've got 1, 2, 3. For birthday, we have 1, 2, 3. Oh, for heaven's sakes, we're tied again. All right, I'm gonna call it. We're doing New Year's, whatever. So, alrighty. So, this is the adhesive sheets. If you've never used them, they're awesome. I love them. Not stringy, not boogery. They're amazing. So, if you haven't started using them, do it. Okay? So, what I'm going to do is just roughly trim around. Why? Because I don't want sticky stuff all over the place. That's why. Okay? It's just that simple. You'll understand in just a second. So what this does is this allows for your designer series paper to become effectively a sticker sheet. It's amazing. So if you haven't tried it, come on a Monday and try it. Oh my gosh. That's why I'm here, is so you can try new products or ask questions. It's also to pick up orders. It's also to do a lot of things, but a lot of it is so you can ask questions and try new stuff without having to pay for it beforehand, if I have it. All right, so I am doing the opposite side of what we did on the card, so that way it's different. And I'm peeling this off. This is the sticky side. So I want the back of this to be the back, right? So we're gonna peel. Okay. Okay, Happy New Year's going in the chute, right? So, grabbing my boss, my queen, as we call it, right? Okay. Now for the dies, use with thin dies. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3 if it was the right way up. And then 3 on top. You always have to have something on top to make it go through straight. Why do I say that? Because you got to have a plate or something to disperse that pressure. Otherwise, your embossing folders will be folded in half. Your dies will be folded in half. There's too much pressure if you do not do that. Okay? You got to disperse it. Otherwise, it's a one-time use and they're really expensive if it's only one time, right? So, just trust me. You don't want to do it. So, okay. And I think that's the last of the die stuff. And yes, even with the popper, cracker, whatever you want to call it, we're going to just be using the trimmer. So, all right, so swing this back over. We're going to peel and peel and peel. Okay, and peel and knock that out of there. And we're going to get this knocked out of the die real quick. What else is stuck in there? A couple little here and there's. If I don't do it now, guess what? I'll find it like the next time we do a class, right? But that's not working, so I'm gonna have to do it later. So if you see that during a class, you'll have to laugh, right? So, Happy New Year's. Okay. So we're gonna grab here, and I'm gonna try to pull out the pieces. It's just easier if I do that beforehand. So we're gonna pull them out, stick them down, pull them out. It's okay if the sticker back doesn't come out with it. You just want the paper. Why is that? Because, look, I peel off the back of this glorious thing and peel, peel, peel. Gentle, 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 because you don't want to stretch that paper. But look at this. It just comes right off, and then it's sticky. So it's amazing, right? There's that. Get that off my card. So, oop, still on there. That one is a stubborn one. Okay. So we're gonna try to stay more in the green so it can be seen. But there's happy. Let's see here. So what else is happening exciting in your house? Anything? Did you get everything you dreamed of for Christmas? Joel got me socks from Etsy that were crocodiles that look like they're eating my leg. I thought they were so cute. I'm always cold during the winter, so anytime he can find anything that's different for like socks or anything like that, he's always looking out for me. So I got this chameleon with a long tongue, and I have crocodile. After I wash them and get them going, I will have to take a picture, and yeah, they're interesting. So, and then Tara got me a mug, a custom mug, as in coffee cup, and it says, what did it say? Yes, it's homemade because there was cussing involved or something like that. I'm like, oh, she's been around a minute around here. So you guys only see the classes. You haven't seen the 18 samples I've done that have ended up thrown across the room. So just saying. All right, so when you're doing this, you want to make sure to not stretch any of that paper. So there we go. Okay. What do you think? Embossed or not embossed? Personally, I like the embossed better, but there's places for both. How we doing? I know I was going to run a little long with the new raffle and different things, so let's make sure I didn't miss anybody. I have Lisa in here, I have Cheryl in here, I have Serene in here, I have Iris in here, and I have Gina in here. Has anybody else done question of the day where I've missed? I know, right? That embossed is gorgeous, isn't it? All right. Shall we tackle that bad boy? I think we need to. So, let's get going. So, grab my paper trimmer. This is a 12 by 12. Okay. From the Eden's Garden, Ever Eden Specialty Designer Series paper. Basically the same set that we used for the card, just not the same piece of paper. Had to get a sip, sorry. So this is 12 by 12. I do need to stretch my arm out. When you're crafting, make sure you get up every once in a while and get your steps in for the day. So that's your local news reminder for health. There you go for the day, okay? All right, so you're gonna take a piece, whichever one you want, doesn't matter at all, okay? So you're gonna grab a piece of cardstock, okay? Or the designer series paper, okay? And you are going to cut 8 inches. You're going to leave that for something else to do because it's big enough. And then 8 by 8.5. Okay? Now I'm going to tell you right now, I'm flipping this over. Here's the why. I don't care which pattern I'm going to use, but I can see the score lines much better on this side. So that's my why. Okay? All right, so on the 8.5 inch side, so if we measure, this is the 8.5 inch side. We're going to put the cutter up there so hopefully we don't use it by mistake. On the 8.5 inch side, we are going to score at 2 inches. We are going to score at 4 inches. By the way, this is the hardest part of the whole project. We're going to score at 6 inches. Measuring to me is always the hardest. 6 inches and at 8 inches. This is going to be the little tab. Okay? There's my 8 inch. Are we ready? And on the 8 inch side, we're going to go at 2 inch. And we are going to go at 6. Okay, we're done. Thanks for playing. No, I'm teasing. Kinda, sorta. But we are done with the trimmer. Okay? So now what we're gonna do is, I'm gonna get these scraps out of the way. And we are going to fold all of the score lines. Okay? Now, we don't have to do crazy amount of folding, meaning not back forth crazy, but you do have to fold, okay? We gotta get them to at least go, right? Okay. So are we ready? What do you think? I'm just teasing you. All right, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna fold one way, then we're gonna fold this way, accordion fold. Then we're gonna fold this way, and then we're gonna fold the little tab over the other way. So you got everything accordioned. So you have a fan, right? Okay, so now you should have 2 score lines. I don't know if you can see these or not. Can you see these? I hope. Anyways, so these, you're gonna fold down. We're gonna grab our snips. Are we ready? And you're gonna go about 1/3 to 1/2 of the way down, and then you're gonna go up. And you're gonna leave a tiny little bit in the middle. And I'll explain, and you'll understand when I'm done. If you need bigger scissors, go for it, but it works. Okay? And then you're gonna try to make it halfway straight, and if not, you can go back over. Okay? Oh, am I crooked? Yeah, close enough though. All right, so this you're gonna bend up, and that is going to look like that. But now we gotta do the other side, right? So you ready? Whichever way you bent this, whether it was back or forth, towards you or away from you, do it the same way, okay? About 1/3 of the way, halfway down. Come on, work, okay? And then about 1/3 of the way, halfway down, and, okay. You ready for this? Okay, so now we have this, okay? Now what we're gonna do is grab our tear and tape, or if you're still using Stampin' Seal Plus, you can do that as well. But for me, it's a whole lot easier to use the tear and tape because when I take this and put the adhesive on it, it's not open and just automatically sticky. Okay? That's why, to me, it's easier. It's whatever you want, though. So, question for you. Speckles on the outside or the leaves? Which one do we want? I'm going to get a sip and then let me know. Speckles or leaves? Speckles or leaves? Speckles or leaves? Did everybody do the question of the day? Your favorite stamp set out of the mini? I hope so. So which one are we doing? Speckles or leaves? Anybody? Anybody? Personally, I like the leaves, but I already did the other one that way. So that's why I'm like, yeah, I don't know. Could go either way. Doesn't matter. But I gotta know which side to tape. Anybody? Miss Gina. Which side, honey? Speckles or leaves? Leaves. Okay. You got it, girl. You responded, so here we go. All right, so to give you an idea, this is what we're doing. So whichever pattern you want out, you want the folds to go that way so it flips out, okay? Because you've gone back and forth, you want to make sure that all your folds are going the correct way so when you glue it, it's correct, okay? So whatever pattern you want out, you are going to put the glue or the tear and tape, the adhesive, on the side that you want the pattern out, okay? And we're not cutting these off. They are getting glued down also, okay? Love the fact that we can tear it. We used to not be able to. Okay, so we're gonna grab here and we're gonna grab our take your pick tool, grab your snips, grab your piercing tool, grab a fingernail, whatever you want, whatever works for your fingers, okay? So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fold this down like this and we're just going to, ready? Fold this over. There's no lining up. If you've done all your folds correctly, this should be fine, okay? So there's your popper. Now I'm gonna grab some of my Andes mints, but first, excuse the reach, I am grabbing, instead of the metallic gold, we're gonna do the fine art ribbon that has a little bit more of a texture weave kind of look. And if you want bows, you got to go about 14 inches for each. If you want just knots, you can get away with about 8 to 10 inches, okay? It's up to you on what you want to do. But for me, I want somebody to be able to pull this apart and use it again if they want to. So you're going to figure out where your seam is. I felt it. There it is. So I want that towards the bottom. So we're going to grab our ribbon. See, 14 inches gets small, doesn't it? So we're going to grab our ribbon. And we're going to tie one side so that way our stuff doesn't fall out. And hopefully this will work and not go sideways on me. So there's one. Bows are kind of hard, but it's okay. Crossover, bunny ears, you know, all that stuff. Yes, you can make them different sizes. You'll have to figure out all the tabs and all the measurements, but once you get the concept down, they're really super easy to change out, okay? So there's one side. Now, because I've got a bottom to it, for lack of better terms, I can throw some of these in there. You can also do, Garrett Dillies are a little bit harder. You can do them, but they're a little harder because they're square. So you can only put 1 or 2 because they have to go in sideways. Kisses work. Just about any like miniature bar candy kind of thing works. So we're going to do this side here. You like this popper? I do too. And honestly, I used to think that it was, oh, I got a mint sticking out. Hold on. We got to stick that back in. Okay. I used to think these were super difficult, but after doing them a couple times, nope, we're good. So trim a bow, trim a bow. Now you can put Happy New Year on here. You can put butterflies on here. You can decorate it. You can put gems. You know, obviously I just want to show you how the popper goes. And with that paper, I'm letting that paper talk all by itself, right? Because look how gorgeous that is. Okay, so what kind of ribbon is better? Does it matter? So, all right, so did everybody answer the question of the day that wanted to? I hope so, because I'm going to draw here in just a second. Let's see here. Before I do that, I need to get a piece of tape, though. I know, I have all this adhesive and I don't have the one thing I need, but it is what it is. Thankfully, just the old classic, right? So this is what the raffle is. Help spread the word. I'm going to be doing these weekly now. So, are we ready? Did I toss it enough? Who is that? Can you guys read it? That is Miss Cheryl. Miss Cheryl, I will be actually up in Yucca tomorrow from 2 o'clock to 3 o'clock up at Starbucks. If you want to meet me there to pick up your stamp set, I would love to see you. So, there you go. Please let me know if you're planning on coming up so I can pack it for you, okay? You're welcome. So, one other small note. Next week, we're going to be doing out of the Calming Camellia set. This is a host set from Celebration. Just to give you an idea of what that looks like, this is gold embossed. So I will have a series of about 4 of these, and then I'm going to show you how to do emboss resist ombre. Okay? So that's going to be next week's live. But congratulations, Cheryl. And I'm going to grab my projects. So you guys can see. I really do like that embossed one better, but hey. You'll be there. Okay, thank you, hun. So thank you so much for joining me tonight. Next week we will be doing another raffle. I'm not sure. It'll either be paper, it'll either be stamps, or it will be... Oh, next week, I do know. Hold on. It's on the other table. Next week I will be raffling off a container of the brand new container of the Gilded Leafing, a brand new container of the Heat and Stick powder, as well as a stipple brush. If you've been wanting to try this and haven't been wanting to buy it, join me next week. We're going to be doing the ombre resist embossed ombre card from the Calming Camellia set, and the gold leaf will be the raffle prize. So thanks again so much for joining me. Let me know if you like this new setup. Let me know if you like having a raffle. So thanks again. Follow me, stampingwithjohnny.com, and Heidi, if you catch me on the replay, thank you for the basket. It is so amazing. She made this. Isn't that cool? So thanks again for joining me, and have a lovely evening. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.